Hey there and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a pregnancy update for weeks 16 through 18. I'm currently 18 weeks and 4 days. I've been meaning to get around to doing this video since 17 weeks, but there has been a lot going on that has kind of caused a delay in this, so I'm finally getting around to it. I apologize in advance if the quality in this video is not that great. I'm using my phone right now because my camera back here, I need to adjust the settings on it. My 2-year-old got a hold of it and it messed everything up, and I just haven't gotten around to fixing the settings on it, and I've been like really wanting to get this video done. So I'm just gonna film it on my phone. So I have all my notes on this iPad right here, and I'm just gonna jump right into this. So I'm gonna start with symptoms for week 16, and most of my symptoms for week 16 just had a lot to do with my boobs. They were pretty sore in the morning, and then also my nipples were burning a lot whenever like something would like if my shirt rubbed up against them or anything like that. So that was pretty much all of week 16. I was feeling that. And then also very visible veins in my chest, which I had that same symptom with my son too. Just everything is getting ready for breastfeeding at this point, so that's what's causing all of that stuff. Also having my usual lower back pain. A lot of it's just due to the SI joint dysfunction that I have. So that's still kind of a pain, but as long as I just kind of take it easy for the most part, it's not too bad. Morning sickness. I had morning sickness week 16, which was odd. I haven't really experienced a whole lot of morning sickness this pregnancy. I've probably only thrown up like a handful of times, like morning sickness wise, only a handful of times. So it was like a couple days during week 16, I was having morning sickness. I'd woke up early one morning and like had thrown up a couple times. I ended up having to take a Zofran because the nausea just would not let up. So that happened during week 16. Also, peeing a lot at night started, which this kind of goes hand in hand with the fact that I'm like just so thirsty all the time and like chugging water all day long. So come nighttime, I'm like still chugging water all day, and then I'm getting like to the point where I have to get up 5 times to pee in the middle of the night, and then I'm getting up to pee and then drinking more water, and it's just an endless cycle. So the peeing all night, which I know is just only going to get worse, especially because he lays very low. Like, I swear he lays right on my bladder. So whenever he moves a certain way, I like instantly feel like I have to go pee. So yeah, that's fun. As far as week 17 goes, here's where the fun stuff starts. So I was having indigestion really bad, and I was like feeling indigestion and gassy, and I believe it was like right at 17 weeks, I started having a pain in a very painful pressure type feeling under my rib cage. And I know that it started when the indigestion started, and it kind of just builds up to a point to where it hurts so bad that I have to throw up, and then it'll eventually kind of subside a little bit. I was having this issue before getting pregnant as well, where I would at night get these like really painful, like this really painful pressure under my rib, and then it would kind of like go, and it would start under my rib and go around my back in between my shoulder blades. I honestly, it feels like you're having a heart attack, and I went to the ER for it before, and they told me I was just having anxiety from the last pregnancy, the loss of the last pregnancy, because this started right after that. But anywho, I found out what the issue is. I had a routine doctor's appointment the next day after this attack that I had, and she told me it's my gallbladder. So I'm having gallbladder issues, which I was having before pregnancy. I know pregnancy increases your chances of having gallbladder issues like gallstones and like your gallbladder attacks. And because I was having them prior to getting pregnant, I'm possibly gonna have to have my gallbladder removed once he's here. They just can't really do anything about it right now. They don't like to do surgery when you're pregnant. I know that it can be safely done in the second trimester, but my doctor doesn't think it's too serious, that I don't need to have that done. So if I keep having issues, then I will have to have it removed once he's born. But as I was saying, I started having that attack around, I think it was at 17 weeks exactly, and it lasted for 3 days. I was in unbearable pain for 3 days straight. My doctor prescribed me Zantac to help with like the indigestion, to try to help that keep it from irritating my gallbladder. And so I had to take that twice a day, and I also have to eat a gallbladder friendly diet. So I have to eat a very low fat diet now, and no greasy foods, no fried foods, basically anything fatty, no processed foods. I have to eat just like lots of fruits and vegetables, low fat meats like chicken and fish. It kind of sucks. I mean, I eat healthy in general, or I try to anyways, but now it's to the point where I have to like try to eat foods with like 3 grams of fat or less in it, and that can be kind of difficult. Oh, my thing went away. So yeah, I've been dealing with that, and that is not fun. I still have like 5 more months that I have to deal with this until something can be done about it, but I'm just gonna try and do the best that I can. Also, at that doctor's appointment at 17 weeks, the Down syndrome test results came back negative. All of my tests have came back perfect, so baby is looking great. And let's see here. Oh, I also started feeling him move a lot more that week. Like his movements have gotten a lot stronger. I can feel him, especially at nighttime. I know at 17 weeks he was the most active at night. It's starting to get a little bit more during the day too now, but I would always feel him at night. Also, having more round ligament pain. I had the worst round ligament pain at 17 weeks. Guess he was going through a growth spurt. So anytime I moved or even like stood up after like sitting down for a while, it just hurt really bad. So I feel like with my first, I didn't have a ton of round ligament pain. I only had it occasionally. Last time I felt it a little more frequently, but this time it hurts a lot more. So that's been fun. I never updated about weight gain in my last update. I started at pre-pregnancy, or I guess at my first doctor's appointment, I weighed 146 pounds. I was actually in the process of trying to lose weight from my last pregnancy, so I wasn't exactly where I wanted to be, but no big deal. So I was 146 pounds starting weight, and at 17 weeks at my doctor's appointment, I was 148 pounds. I know that my weight has fluctuated a little bit. It usually ranges between like 148 and 150. So I'd say I've gained anywhere between 2 to 4 pounds, just depending on, I guess, the day. So yeah, weight gain hasn't been too crazy. I can't remember when I started gaining a lot with my first. I know I'm going to start putting on weight more frequently now, but I am eating a lot better this time. So I gained 33 pounds with Isaac, and this time we'll see. I don't know if I'll gain as much as I did with him, just because I am eating a lot better. I did not eat very good when I was pregnant with him. Let's see. As far as cravings go, I've been craving avocado toast with tomatoes, still craving the tomatoes like crazy. And also I've been craving coffee, iced coffee in particular. I like to drink those Bolthouse Farms. They're like a cappuccino flavor or something. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's the coffee one that they have. I love those. Also, I've found a mocha coffee that I found at Food Lion that I've been really enjoying. I do try to limit myself to only one like serving. I know caffeine isn't the greatest for you while you're pregnant, but my doctor said it was fine to drink as long as I'm consuming like 200 milligrams or less of caffeine. So she said that me drinking coffee was perfectly fine and okay for baby. Like I said, I don't drink too much of it. Usually like one serving, 1 cup of coffee, and I usually try to drink that in the morning because if not, I'll be up all night, which leads me into my week 18 symptoms. Week 18, I have started having a lot of issues sleeping at night. I've been having a really hard time falling asleep at night. I can be so exhausted all day, and then as soon as I lay down for bed at night, I am tossing and turning and awake until like 2 in the morning, and it's driving me insane. I just want to sleep. It makes it really difficult having a toddler because I'm so tired, especially like in the mornings when he's getting up, and then like trying to make it throughout the whole day. I usually end up having to take some kind of nap, like when he lays down to take a nap, or my husband will take Isaac for like an hour so I can get a quick nap. Because I've been exhausted. I went from being exhausted 24/7 in the first trimester to not being able to sleep at night in the second trimester, which is making me tired during the day. So I think that's the biggest symptom I've had during week 18 is just not being able to sleep. And then also I've been very hungry and very thirsty. Which one of my pregnancy apps, the Ovia app, is one that I like to use. It was saying that since he is starting to move around a lot more, it said don't be surprised if you're starting to feel ravenous, and that is definitely the case. So his little growth spurts are making me very hungry. That's all that I have written down for week 18. There's nothing else I can think of off the top of my head. Cravings are still the same this week. I'm still wanting to eat the avocado toast and drink iced coffee. I feel like such a basic white girl, but oh my gosh, it's so good. Like, I want iced coffee right now, but it's currently after 8 p.m., so it's way too late for me to be drinking coffee. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for this update, and I will go ahead and show the bump. Okay, so this is the bump from the front. And from the side, and then from this side. Alright, thanks for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to see future updates.